is James Harden historically his biggest knock, his biggest criticism?
Stop everything you thought you knew about the Cleveland Cavaliers, because that version of the team might already be gone. The moment James Harden stepped onto the floor in a white and gold jersey, the entire identity of this franchise shifted overnight. This is no longer just a fun, developing young squad growing at its own pace. This suddenly looks like a team that has made a very loud statement to the rest of the NBA. We are trying to win right now. At the trade deadline, Cleveland made one of the boldest moves of the season. They sent out a major piece of their core in Darius Garland and brought in an 11-time All-Star who has spent years orchestrating elite offenses and controlling the tempo of high-pressure games. That single decision didn't just tweak the roster. It completely changed the Cavs' timeline, their offensive identity, and most importantly, their ceiling as a contender. Because let's be clear, when you trade for James Harden at this stage of his career, you are not thinking about 5 years from now. You are making a short-term championship bet. You are bringing in a player who can slow the game down in the fourth quarter, create shots when the offense stalls, and handle the ball when every possession starts to feel heavy and tense in playoff-style moments. So the real questions become unavoidable. Did the Cavaliers actually improve in the present by making this trade? How does Harden's presence reshape Donovan Mitchell's role on both ends of the floor? And with this new backcourt paired with their established frontcourt, just how far can this version of Cleveland realistically go in the Eastern Conference? First, we need to understand the trade itself, because on paper, it was anything but safe. The Cavaliers acquired James Harden, while the Los Angeles Clippers received Darius Garland, a 2026 second-round pick, and the necessary salary pieces to make the deal work financially. From a long-term perspective, the move immediately raised eyebrows. Why would a team still building its young core move on from a 25-year-old all-star level guard who had been central to their post-LeBron rebuild? Garland wasn't just another player in the system. He was one of the offensive engines that helped Cleveland function at its best. A primary ball handler, a reliable pick-and-roll creator, and a guard who could space the floor and create rhythm for the offense. Even in a season where injuries disrupted his flow and his efficiency dipped slightly, he still averaged around 14 points and 5 assists, providing structure whenever the offense clicked. His impact extended beyond the box score, especially in lineups built around Evan Mobley and the rest of the young core. In many ways, Garland represented patience. He fit the original timeline. He was young, adaptable, and aligned with the long-term development arc of the roster. Moving him signaled something much bigger than a simple roster upgrade. It signaled urgency. James Harden, on the other hand, represents an entirely different kind of gamble. With the Clippers this season, he was still performing like a high-level offensive engine, averaging roughly 25 points and 8 assists while running a large share of their half-court possessions. He wasn't just scoring, he was organizing, reading defenses, and dictating pace possession after possession. That is the profile Cleveland chose over the comfort of waiting for Garland's continued growth and long-term health. From the Clippers' perspective, the logic is straightforward. They acquire a younger lead guard who fits a longer competitive timeline and gives them flexibility in the future. For Cleveland, the thinking is far more aggressive. Pair an elite offensive organizer with Donovan Mitchell and see just how high that combination can raise the team's immediate ceiling. There is also a psychological layer to this move that cannot be ignored. Harden has openly discussed wanting to be in a situation where he can genuinely compete at a high level. By embracing Cleveland, he doesn't just join the roster. He instantly changes how the league views the franchise. The Cavaliers begin to look less like a developmental stop and more like a legitimate competitive destination. But trades always look one way on paper and another on the court. The real test begins the moment the ball is tipped. And in his Cavaliers debut against the Sacramento Kings, Harden wasted no time showing exactly why the front office made this move. He finished the night with 23 points and 8 assists in a 132-126 Cleveland victory, shooting efficiently from all areas of the floor. He went 7-for-13 from the field, knocked down 5 of his 8 three-point attempts, and was perfect from the free throw line. That stat line alone reflects the exact blend of scoring efficiency and playmaking Cleveland was hoping to inject into its offense. What made the performance even more significant was how seamlessly he fit alongside the existing core. Donovan Mitchell still led the team with 35 points, while Jarrett Allen dominated inside with 29 points and 10 rebounds. Harden didn't disrupt the structure. He enhanced it. He picked his spots, facilitated when needed, and allowed the offense to breathe rather than forcing control. The most telling stretch came in the fourth quarter. With under 4 minutes remaining, Cleveland trailed 121-116 in a tight game that was slipping away. That is the exact type of moment the Cavaliers lacked a true offensive organizer in previous seasons. And that is when Harden took over. He drilled back-to-back threes, controlled the tempo, and repeatedly got to the free throw line, scoring 15 of his 23 points in the final period alone.